It's Grandma Tiffany with Veronica Butler's two young children. These are the two young children who allegedly and certainly unknowingly are at the center of this whole sordid murder plot. This video was taken by a checkout camera at a local store after Veronica and her child visitation supervisor, Jilian Kelley, were ambushed and violently murdered roadside. The video was taken just 4 days after that horrifying scene in rural Oklahoma. Grandma Tiffany and the kids just out running errands, which may not seem like a big deal. But as you watch this, keep in mind the mother of these two young kids is buried 10 feet deep in a cow pasture. And they will never see her again, and they have absolutely no idea. At the time, no one in the world knew, except allegedly that woman, Grandma Tiffany and Grandma's friends. And there she is, going about her errands with the kids as if nothing even happened. Take a look and take a listen. I watched in silent awe because there's just nothing untoward about it, except for those two kids playing with each other. We had to blur their faces, obviously, but I saw them, and they were sticking out their tongues at the camera. They were laughing at each other. Brother picks up his sister, joggers her around, just like we would all do at that age, unless we knew what was actually going on. And I don't know if you noticed it. I'm sure you did. The T-shirt. Jesus is my savior. Ma'am, if you're guilty of these crimes, you better hope Jesus has got your back, because Oklahoma's death penalty is staring you down, and you are going to need Jesus and more. All of these revelations come to us tonight from NewsNation senior national correspondent Brian Entin, who joins me live in Oklahoma. You know, Brian, at first I think people would say, I don't hear anything on the video, and I think that's part of the story. I think the part of the story is that it was just any other day, and it was 4 days after one of the most hideous double murders, ambush, brutal, vicious double murders. And if she's guilty of that crime, she's done it to their mother, and they've got no idea. They're never going to see her again. So it's just, there's something just catches in your throat looking at that video.
Yeah, it's a 40-second video, Ashleigh, and like you said, in any other circumstance, it would just be totally ordinary. You've got Grandma Tiffany at the self-checkout there with the two grandkids. It appears that's possibly an Easter basket, a small Easter basket that they're buying there, and you can see the little grandkids wanting to take part in the checkout. I mean, it just seems so ordinary, and then you think about the fact that this was 4 days after the killings, the brutal killings. I mean, we've been learning over the last couple of weeks that the victims weren't shot. These were brutal killings, and all indications are, according to police, that Grandma Tiffany was the mastermind. And there she is in the video, just checking out, like there's not a care in the world 4 days later. And you think about those little grandkids there that have no idea at that point that they are never going to see their mother again. And
I think about where Mom is in that cow pasture 10 feet down, with hay scattered so that the cows will graze over top and nothing will look untowards or disturbed. I also watched as the kids were waving because they can see their image on that camera, so they're having a great time and so carefree. I don't know what they know now. It breaks my heart. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.